Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about win streaks and how you can keep the motivation going to keep on any successful streak in your life. This is Matthew Graves and this is the Daily Quick Starter. You can also get this information at dailyquickstarter.com where you can see all the episodes that we've shot up to date. So today I wanted to talk about win streaks. Win streaks are so important to the psychology of helping yourself be more successful in any goals that you're trying to achieve in your life. What do I talk about when I talk about win streaks? We talk about win streaks in terms of sports and sports teams. We'll say, hey, the Orlando Magic have won 5 straight. That doesn't happen very often, but I guess I'm from Orlando, so I'm allowed to gripe about that. But when a sports team wins a lot of games straight, then we say they're on a win streak. Now, we also get on our own personal win streaks. So whenever you perform any activity that is important to your success and you do it over and over and over again consistently, then you're on a win streak. And a win streak can be a great motivating factor to keeping going with that action that might be difficult to accomplish on a daily basis. So let's say you're trying to lose weight and you really need to avoid eating starchy foods like pasta. If you want to lose weight, you have to make sure that you have as many days as possible that you avoid those trigger foods that are really contributing to your problem. So you want to get on a win streak. I've been following my diet for X days straight. That's motivating. If you have been following your diet for 10 days straight and now it's day 11, are you likely to cheat? You're much less likely to cheat because you don't want to break the streak. And I was just doing the exact same thing with these daily quick starter shows. So I was doing this show every day live on Facebook. And I did 16 straight without missing a single day. And I even did days when it was very difficult because I didn't want to break that win streak. So, the last couple of days, like episodes 15 and 16, I was actually traveling from the US to Canada and I was driving and I would stop and do it on the side of the road or at a rest stop because I wasn't going to let that day go by and not get that daily live broadcast in. Now, no matter how much you try to stay on your win streak, there's going to be times where you're going to falter. There's going to be times where you just can't keep going with that, whether it be because your motivation slips or whether it be due to other circumstances. No one can stay on a win streak forever. But win streaks help to make sure that you're on more days than you're off. And that's the true path to success. You don't have to be always on. You have to make sure that you're on for as many days as possible, and win streaks help. So for instance, obviously my streak broke. I wasn't able to keep going. I did 16 days straight, and then due to technical issues and the fact that I didn't have a reliable internet connection when I got back to Canada for a few days, I had my streak broke because I was trying to do the broadcast using mobile internet and it just wasn't working. My last episode got cut short because literally we had a break in the bandwidth. So win streaks will eventually break down and you won't be able to keep going with them. But if you want to really supercharge your success, then also follow a second rule. And that second rule is don't skip twice. So if you've been staying on your diet or you've been working consistently in your business or emailing your subscriber list or posting to social media and you've got a streak going, you've been doing it, it's been 10 days straight, it's been 15 days straight, and for some reason you miss a day, make sure it's only one day. Make sure that you don't miss twice. So take that day, give yourself a break. Don't blame yourself or tear yourself up over it. It's okay to miss a day every once in a while. Just don't miss 2 in a row. Don't miss 2 days in a row. So you miss that day, get back on the saddle the next day. Because I'll tell you right now, and that is the most successful people have achieved that success because they have been able to do the hard things more days than not. If you see someone and they're in tremendous physical shape, it's because they've been able to work out more days than they missed. If you see someone and they've been successful over the long term at keeping their weight where it ideally should be, it's because they've been successful at not eating the cookies more days than not. The more consistent you are, the greater success you have. Same thing with building an online business or marketing. You want to know how influencers became influencers, whether it be in social media or whether it be with their email list or in person. That is because they showed up more days than not. So decide on one activity that you think is the most critical activity for you to do consistently to be more successful, and decide that that is going to be what you're going to focus on getting on a win streak on. Don't try to do 5 or 6 things at once, because invariably you'll end up failing. Get one down to a science, and then once you have that one, then change another, then change another. So pick the one that's most important, and on your calendar or on the calendar on your phone, start marking the days you did it successfully. So you could, if you're using a paper calendar, just put a big X through the day, and that is the day that you accomplished your goal for that day. And then the next day, again, and write the number down as to how many straight in a row that has been. The more you consistently do in a row, the harder it's going to be to break that streak. I mean, if you've just done it for a couple of days and you miss a day, you're going to be like, oh, well, I was only 3 days in. The win streak does not serve as a great motivator to keep you going when the streak is short. But the longer that streak gets, the more motivating it gets. If you've been working out or going for a walk consistently for 200 days straight, do you think you're going to miss 201? Of course you're not. You are not going to want to go back to 0. A lot of success is tricking your mind into doing the things that most people will not do so that you can be successful. And little things like using win streaks can help you do that. So I hope you take this to heart, and I hope you put it to use and help to supercharge your success. And like I mentioned earlier, you can see all the videos of this series if you go to dailyquickstarter.com. Then that will take you to a place where you can see all the episodes we've shot today. There's all kinds of great tips there, and I hope you enjoy them. And until tomorrow, have a great day.